Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to learn about blood cells. In my previous video I have already discussed that blood is made up of two parts, that is plasma and blood cells. Okay, now the process of blood cell formation is called hemopoiesis or hematopoiesis. Fine, now we have three types of blood cells in our body. Fine, we have three types of blood cells in our body. RBC, also called erythrocytes. Then we have WBCs, also called leukocytes. And then we have platelets, also called thrombocytes. Right? Now in today's video, I'm going to discuss about RBCs. Okay, now this is a diagram given of RBCs. First thing first, that they are biconcave in shape. Okay, so this particular shape is called biconcave. Okay, now due to this shape, what happens? Their surface area increases by 30%. Okay, due to this shape, what happens? Their surface area increases by 30%. It looks like a donut but without a hole. Fine. Now they are elastic and disc-like. Okay, they are elastic and disc-like. Fine. Now due to this feature, elasticity and disc-like, what they can do, it helps them to bend their structure and twist through blood capillaries. Okay, as we can see here, you can see here, this is a blood capillary and they are flowing through this blood capillary very easily. Why? Because they can twist their shape, right? They can twist their shape. Fine. Now in case of male, there is 5.5 million RBCs, and in case of female there is 4.5 million in our body. Fine. Now very interesting facts about RBCs is that our mature RBCs do not possess nucleus. They lost what? They do not have nucleus or mitochondria, ER, that is endoplasmic reticulum, and what? And Golgi apparatus. Okay, these things they do not have. Fine. Now this lack of nucleus, this feature gives them more space. Okay, more space to carry a particular oxygen carrying protein. We all know that is hemoglobin, right? Hemoglobin. Okay, since they do not have nucleus, it gives them more space to carry more hemoglobin. Okay, now they also don't have mitochondria. It means the oxygen that they carries, they cannot use it for themselves. Okay, so they do what? They transfer the oxygen throughout our body. Fine. Now when hemoglobin binds with oxygen, they makes oxyhemoglobin. Okay, oxyhemoglobin. Now this is what it is transferred throughout our body. Now this is an unstable compound. Now hemoglobin has affinity towards oxygen obviously, but it has more affinity, almost 250 times more affinity towards carbon. Okay, this is carbon monoxide. When hemoglobin binds with carbon monoxide, then carboxyhemoglobin is formed. Okay, now carboxyhemoglobin is obviously not good for our body, because if hemoglobin is bound with carboxyhemoglobin, then oxygen will not be able to bind with hemoglobin, right? And since then what will happen, our body will lack the necessary oxygen that is needed to run our body, right? Now this situation is called hypoxia. This situation is called hypoxia. Fine. Now, in if you are in a very congested place, if there is a lot of pollution, car honking, and there is fire without any proper ventilation, then you can suffer from hypoxia, because the carbon monoxide will bind with hemoglobin and oxygen will not be able to bind with hemoglobin, right? So instead of oxyhemoglobin, carboxyhemoglobin will be formed. Okay, now I'm going to share few more facts about hemoglobins. There are 2 million, with about RBCs. 2 million RBCs are formed in our red bone marrow cells. Okay, in our red bone marrow, RBCs are formed. Okay, in case of adult human beings, RBCs are formed in red bone marrow. Fine. As they do not have nucleus, so what happens, their lifespan is much shorter, only 120 days. Okay, only 120 days, because they do not possess nucleus. So after 120 days, what happens, breakdown of RBC takes place. Okay, breakdown of RBC takes place. Now this particular process is called hemolysis. Hemolysis, it means breakdown of RBCs. Okay, where does it takes place? It takes place in spleen. Okay, it takes place in spleen. Just a moment. It takes place in spleen and liver. Fine. That is why spleen is also called graveyard. These are very important short question. Okay, graveyard of RBCs. Fine. Now once this RBC, that is erythrocytes, are broken down, what happens, so the iron part present in hemoglobin, it goes back to the bone marrow. Fine, goes back to the bone marrow to form new hemoglobin. To form what? To form new hemoglobin. And the protein part, that is the globin protein. Okay, that is the globin protein, it becomes biliverdin. Okay, transported to liver, and in liver it becomes bilirubin. It becomes bilirubin. Fine. And it excreted with bile. That is the fate of hemoglobin. Okay, it is broken down into 2 parts. First is iron, that is goes back to the bone marrow and forms new hemoglobin, and the globin, that is the protein parts, it's become biliverdin, transported to liver, then it's become bilirubin. Okay, and then it is excreted with bile salt. We all know how bile is used in our body. Okay, so that was all about red blood cells. In our next video we are going to discuss about white blood cells. Okay, so if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.